Good day. My name is Micko Monserrat from BSHM4C, and now I am discussing the selected methods and tools for service process. Selected methods and tools for service process. Some of the other methods and tools used to analyze service process are the following. Number 1. Affinity diagram. It is an analytical tool to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data sourced from researches. Insights, concepts, diagrams, brainstorms ideas, and designs. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into groups or based on their relationships. Often, this connection and relationships provide deeper insights and new ideas. Number 2. Brainstorming. It is a method to generate ideas from a group of people to solve a design problem. Under the direction of facilitator, members of the group contribute ideas freely to cover as many areas as possible. In search of best possible design, rough ideas contributed by the participants are gathered and refined to determine solutions. Number 3. Character profiles. This supplement our understanding and appreciation of designers by providing patterns or trends about service users. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovations and improvements designed for the clients. Number 4. Contextual interview. It refers to interview conducted in a natural environment where the service occurs. Number 5. User journey map. It is a diagram that uses illustration, photographs, and or quotes telling about the journey of the user through a service. It helps in identifying the key stages and touch points along the user service experience. What parts of the service work for the user and what parts need to improve. It is a useful technique to understand the motivation of customer in relation to their wants, needs, hesitations, and concerns. Number 6. Cultural verbs. These are also referred to as user diary. It provides a way gathering information about people and their activities and insight about the day, week of communities. Number 7. Documentaries. These are tools used to provide information at the initial stages of design. This method is a visual representation of human emotion and expressions captured through film. Number 8. Empathy probes. These are a tool for design that consider what the user are thinking and feeling more than what they are doing and saying. Number 9. Ethnographic user research. It is a tool used to support a deeper understanding of design issues for service designers. Through this research tool, the designer will be able to establish what motivates the users to do something and what hinders them to not to do things. Number 10. Experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test new services idea or design for specific physical touchpoints. It seeks out whether the design is applicable to the user or identifies the area that could possibly be improved. 11. Focus group. It is a setting of deliberately selected people who are participants of discussion about particular topic which intends to bring out their perception and feedback to design ideas. Immersion or workshop. It is also known as empathic research or role-playing. A researcher involved himself or herself with the study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source of information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotion and social interaction with the community. 13. Observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when users are interacting with a product. Through observation, service can be evaluated and the user experience can be determined to a certain level. Personas. This refers to fictional characters created as archetypes, not stereotypes, to represent types of users that avail to the services or products of companies. Personas are created to help understand and needs behavior, experiences, and goals of users. 15. Prototyping. This use is to examine the behavior and performance of fresh design before it goes to production. Service is tested by observing the interaction of the user with a prototype of service, mimicking the venue, settings, and condition where the service is actually returned. The kind of prototyping methods are the following. Letter A. Sketches and diagrams. These are used to illustrate the ideas for discussion and analysis. Sketches are among the earliest forms of prototyping and also the simplest to use. Them to be acceptable or of value. B. Storyboarding. This is a presentation of cases or prototype scenario using a series of drawings or pictures to visualize a sequence of the event. C. Building blocks prototype. Beyond the idea of having fun with building blocks as a toy, the versatility and ability to stimulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in the prototyping. D. Role-play. This refers to acting out service situation where users interact with products or services. The implied condition clarifies the direction where the service design should take, that the service rely exists on the render a possible journey through in functionalities. E. Physical models. For design service that may require physical representation, mock-up can be created for testing. Materials that can be used include paper, cardboard, wax, clay, and wood among others to build the models. Letter F. Users-driven prototype. This prototype method uses a unique approach in coming up with the service design. Instead of the designer conjuring a design for the service user, it is instead the user who will get to make a design. Number 16. Scenarios. This refers to the creation of hypothetical story to visualize how user will utilize a service in order to generate design scenarios can either be written or drawn with sufficient detail to anticipate and demonstrate the needs of users. Service prototype. This is a simulation tool to test the service design through observation of the interaction between the users and the prototype of the service set in place, situation, and condition where the service truly exists. Number 18. Shadowing. The researcher acts as an observer only and does not interfere with the participants in any circumstances. In this method, the researcher goes along with the users and observes how they utilize the service or product within their natural environment. For the last, number 19, stakeholders map. It is a tool that shows a visual presentation of an organization's staff, sponsors, investors, board, partner, organization, or customers. The map reflects the level of interest and importance of stakeholders in the organization. The stakeholders are listed and sorted on a chart based on the extent of their interest and influence or the power each holds in the organization. A stakeholder map helps determine who among the stakeholders possess the biggest impact on the organizations.